Edge podcast.
Hold on. Now started.
Started. Welcome to the Corporate Edge podcast. Dax Turner and the one and only Donald Burns.
We're
the
here.
restaurant coach with me today.
We're here.
I think
Scottsdale.
Scottsdale.
A beautiful 105 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go run. This is running weather.
This is for you. This is running weather.
I was running the other day, like 114. People looking at me like I had two heads. Can you imagine? Right? I was like,
100. I know.
It was good. I only did only a couple miles.
What's the joke they say? It's a dry heat.
Oh, it's dry.
No, hot is hot, man. I don't care who you are. Hot is hot.
I do not care.
Hot is hot,
right? So, we kind of like when I get here, we're like, okay, what's on the menu today?
What's on the agenda today? What do we want to talk
you
about
say
today?
Menu. I say menu because
menu.
The restaurant.
Restaurant.
I would say that today ought to be about what?
Everyone always wants to reach the summit of success.
Yes.
Everyone wants to get to that peak. But a lot of people don't understand is what goes up must come down. And when it comes down, no one wants to down.
Nobody wants to down.
No one wants to down. But you know what? The down gets you ready for the next up.
It really does.
Yeah.
So, think about that. So you're talking about the peak, the
peaks and valleys.
Yeah. And I always say you're going in the valley, you're coming out, right? But when you get to the mountaintop, you can't slide. But really what you're trying to do is get to the next mountaintop. Mountaintop. And when you get to that mountaintop is when maybe things start getting difficult, trials and tribulations. Can you think of anything like in the past few weeks or any trials that you
I've been through a lot of trials in the last couple of weeks.
But you never know.
I did a big thing is like I had to reframe it in my head as like, I'm not being punished, I'm being positioned.
Yes.
So I've had to reframe it.
Yeah.
Because before it's like I would beat me. You've known me for 17 years now?
Yeah, beat yourself.
I would beat myself up to like, you want to talk about, I would be like verbally and mentally like my own Mike Tyson, just kicking my own butt.
Yeah. But you know what? Here's the deal.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, until you can't tell by looking at somebody what they're going through.
It's true. Everyone has their own struggles.
We talked about their own truths. Like, my truth may be different than your truth, but, that's why I would say truth's in the middle. But you never really know what's going on with people and what's happening, right? And so, there's times, man, when I think, do you think that we're like trials? Do you think there's trials that are set for us to overcome? Do you think we set our own trials? What do you think that is?
I truly think it's God's plan. I've really, thanks to you, I've really been embracing my faith and really embracing my walk with Jesus. Mm-hmm. And one of the things I have noticed is that, number one, God's timing is perfect. And God's plan, he knows the plan, and he's not going to really like reveal. It's like, he gives you a book, doesn't give you all the chapters. So it's like, it's true. Yeah. It's like, and you're like reading along going, oh yeah. And then unfortunately, sometimes we come to the conclusion what the next chapter is, but yeah.
But you know what, too? If you think about it, I think about when you're going through different times and things are going on. It's sometimes you feel like it's the most miserable thing you've ever gone through, and then you're going through it. But then, like a few weeks later, a month later, 2 months later, or even like when you look back 3-4 years, you see how it's threaded. Like, it's just like, wow, it's just like, and I learned this and I learned that and I didn't do this and I did that. I didn't
everything like starts coming together.
Right. I didn't get that. I didn't get that opportunity. I didn't get this person. I didn't do this. I didn't do that, but I did this. And how did I get here? And you're like, oh man. So when you look back at all the years, it kind of just worked itself out.
It does. No, it really does.
And I think it's like, you're constantly learning. So I don't think it's I don't think it's like a punishment. I think it's like
it's positioning. You're being positioned for something better.
I believe that to be true.
Yeah. One of the things I've kind of learned lately is like, and I know we're kind of going to go down this rabbit hole, like a little bit of faith, but
but that's okay.
But I'll tell you right now, it's like, I think we ask for stuff and then when we don't get it, we get upset. But sometimes, denial is really not denial. It's just delay. Or it's just that you're not really ready for the blessing yet. It's like a corporate guy. Man, I want that promotion. I want that promotion. I want that promotion really, really bad. But sometimes, are they ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they are. And I think, but there's a whole thing there too. It's like patience and waiting for that timing that's good. And sometimes, people say it's God's timing, or, you can look at it a lot of different ways. And so the biggest thing too is like you have to really change your mind daily.
Every day. It's a daily
battle.
It is daily. It's like your diet. And you know how it is. We both have the same fitness coach, and you have one bad day of diet and then you're like off. Same thing. If you're not feeding your mind every day, just constantly reinforcing, because there's so much negative energy in the world. There's so much negativity out there. So much things that just stress, marketing, anxiety, everything.
Marketing to you every day.
They're marketing billboards every day.
Think about the bits that are coming through on a daily basis. And your mind is just like it's racing. You don't even realize it, right? You really don't even realize it. And then two, you can only concentrate on so many things at a time.
That's true. Right? I know we all think we're great multitaskers.
We're really not.
We're horrible. I know I'm horrible. I used to think I used to like make a claim. I'm a great multitasker. No,
I think that's a little bit of a myth as well.
That's a myth. And also ego.
Right.
Yeah, you think you're. Yeah.
But this goes to show you that that really the foundation is everything. The foundation. We talk about that a lot. The foundation, the core,
people, purpose, passion. Equals power.
With
your new book coming out, Unshakable.
Mind, body, spirit, the business. It's the foundation. And when you get the foundation right, is when things. Look, it's not perfect, but at least you're like. It keeps you on track.
One thing I've learned lately, and I've applied this lately also. So in my coaching program for restaurants, I teach what's called the 3P framework. And the 3P framework is like people, product, process. And I tell everybody, it's like a combination lock. And the lock won't open until you have all the combinations in the right order. Same thing when we talk about the core four, body, being, balance, business. So many times we jump ahead to the business part.
Yes.
But think about what is the core four. What's the very first part?
Body.
If you don't have that as a foundation, nothing else is gonna. You could hit some peaks, peaks of success in business, but it's not sustainable without the body.
Right.
And then go into the next one. Being. If you don't have that relationship, that connection with, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I get it.
And then of course your balance. If you don't have that. It's like a house of cards.
But I would tell you, when we say balance, we're not talking. You're never really balanced.
Never balanced.
Right? Balanced.
No, balanced. You could easily say relationships.
So you can do your core
relationships.
You can do your core. You can do the body, being, balance, business, mind, body, spirit, business, whatever you want to do. But it's just what it is. It's just the foundation. And then once you work on it, and see, we make it so hard. If you would just say, look.
Not. We make it hard.
We make it hard.
We make it hard.
You work on your mind, you work on your body, you work on your spirit, you work on your business, and everything else kind of goes. You got to keep it simple. But what happens is though we get thrown off, and then I got thrown off. I was having to work a lot. I was spending traveling a lot. The next thing you know, you're eating and not eating. And for me, if I don't eat enough, I lose weight. I do the opposite. Right. Then you start losing muscle. Then you feel like
and if I get depressed, I eat crap.
Right. So so everybody has a little.
Everyone has their kind of their triggers where they go to when things don't go quite your way.
Right. But I think the biggest thing is that what we're talking about here, because when we get on here, we just rip. But what we're really talking about is that everybody, you're gonna get going in the valley, or you're coming out of that valley, and it may not be your time right now. You may be on top, but there's gonna be a time when you're gonna go in that valley. And you're going to have to really dig deep and think about, okay, where am I at? And make sure that that's why too, you got to make sure you surround yourself with a small group that are impactful and powerful. That empower you, to love you, to help you, to support you, to guide you. Because if you don't, man, you'll be in trouble.
I was in a really deep valley about a month ago. And I tell you, if it wasn't for my inner circle, my real core inner circle, which I can count on one hand. If it wasn't for those people, I tell you. I would have stayed down there.
And so even like, I think about this. Goes like, pick your little places you have. Even like just think about this. Even like the high.
Yeah, the Hive,
You know, man, it's like it's a where we go.
it's a fit club. Yeah,
fit club. It's a high fit club. I mean, it's a
great.
really great place with just unbelievable people. And then when someone's missing in action, they actually notice it.
They do notice it.
It's not like going to one of your big boxes gyms.
Oh no! Like if I didn't go to Lifetime for 3 months, they wouldn't.
Nobody
wouldn't know. They would like.
No. But when
no one would know.
It's like when you left for.
I went for a couple weeks at the Hive, and I came back, and you guys jumped me.
Everybody was jumping on you, man, and like hugging on you and stuff, right? So I mean,
when someone thought I was getting beat up, they were like getting ready to jump. But here's another thing: it's like, so you guys, it was all friendly thing. They all like jumped me and hugged me and welcomed me back because I'd take off some time because I was in this dark place, and one of the members, like one of the friends, like. So these guys, I was getting ready to jump in and fight because I wasn't going to have you get your ass kicked. I'm like, dude, that just tells you right there.
Right.
I mean, if you're at Lifetime, one of the big box gyms, and I saw someone getting their butt kicked, I'm like, damn, that's bad. You're like, oh.
And I'm thinking, you know, I'm just thinking about where else can you do this? And then too, I'm working out. People are coming up to me, go, hey man, where's Donald? I mean, I'm like,
where would you get that? No, there's no other places that have that kind of energy.
But I think that's important.
It's huge.
You be around people that really
your environment really shapes your energy,
right?
Because I always think that people either give you energy or they take energy.
Oh, and energy vampires.
Energy vampires. And you have to protect yourself against it. And there's, unfortunately, I mean, not that this is a bad statement about the world. There's more energy vampires. There's more takers than there are givers.
I agree with that. You know, and two, some people say, well, that's your mindset. But I mean, let's just call reality.
Yeah,
there is. And then two.
Well, just like saying that, oh, there's no evil. There's evil.
Yeah.
There's good and there is evil.
Yeah.
There is positive and there's light and there's dark.
Yeah.
There is good energy and there's bad energy.
Yeah. There's all these. There's opposites, right?
That's just how the universe. That's how it is.
Right.
That's a physics law.
You know what we ought to call? We ought to call this the RIP podcast.
Yes. We just get on and rip.
That's what we do. Sometimes I just want to get on here and just like come up with stuff and just start having conversations.
It's like a sermon,
I don't want
a sermon for our soul.
Yeah, it is. It's like, whatever
we can call it the soul sermon.
Yeah. So whatever we're going through, we're kind of like throwing it out there because we know somebody else out there is going through the same thing.
And here's the thing I would tell anybody listening to this: whatever you're going through, trust me. It's gonna pass, and it's nothing. I mean, there's nothing out there that cannot be. You can overcome. You can overcome.
I agree. If you're hurting, and you need support, and here's what I would say before we get to that point.
Reach out to us.
Really, reach out to us.
Yeah,
you know what?
I like to chat to people.
I really want you to get your circle. I really wanted to get your circle lined out.
That's it.
Get your circle lined out. What I like to do is who should be in your circle, have a mastermind, whatever you call it, and just start.
Let's start 5 or less.
Yeah, 5 or less. I like 6, but 5's great.
6,
but
could be like music. Get 12.
At least 6, right?
Elite
12.
6.
Yeah. But I think. Think about the 12. Here, okay, let's go there. Think about the 12 he picked.
He handpicked them. He handpicked them for a reason too, and a diversity.
So diverse, right? There's nobody that outstood anyone else really. They all had their position.
Fisherman. Right? One was a zealot. One was an assassin. One was a tax collector.
One killed Christians.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yep.
So, anyways, we can go. But it just shows you everybody needs a tribe.
Everyone needs a tribe.
You need your lead, call it the lead 6, and then make sure you're doing the things you need to be doing. Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing, right? But you're going to go in the valley.
You will always.
But you will come out of the valley.
You will come out of the valley.
Right.
And here's the thing I find lately is like, enjoy it.
Enjoy the process.
Enjoy the process.
Even though it hurts.
Even though it hurts. Because it's not, again, it's not punishment. It is positioning. And it's kind of like Scottsdale, Arizona. We live in Arizona. Arizona is beautiful, and I would say most time sunny days, right?
Yep.
But we get rainy days, right?
Yep.
And I notice like sometimes when it's rainy, I'll listen to people and they're complaining about the rainy days. I'm like, I love the rainy days.
Yeah.
Why? Because you can't have sunshine every day, man. You gotta enjoy the rainy days too.
Here though, it's crazy because you think about, and sometimes in January I'm like, man,
It's cold.
well, no, I'm like, but
It's in January.
well,
Shit. So in Arizona, if it gets below 50, we break out the winter jackets because we're like
but,
freezing.
but I forget what like time of year it is because it's always so sunny.
So it's so
like,
nice all the time.
Summer,
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
some of your worst, some of your what we got? What do you call them? Booze.
Booze?
Yeah, where where they come up with big sand.
Oh, the haboobs.
The boobs,
Haboobs.
right?
Haboobs.
Yeah, that's what you get this time
Yeah,
of
the
year.
big the dust storms.
The
Yeah,
dust storms.
I think there was actually an announcement this morning. There was a warning, public service announcement for watch out for dust storms. Yeah.
But I would tell you when it rains here, people like it snows. It's like
They freak out. They freak out. They don't know what to do when it rains too.
They need to get their core people.
Yeah.
Their lead sick.
Yeah. One of the things I do with all my clients in my coaching program is I always teach like what I call trigger phrases. So like when something happens, you should have like some little phrases, and this is a good exercise for you to do. Get like a little notebook and come up with like 12 little phrases that just kind of automatically ground you and get you back to center. Mm-hmm. It's like when it's raining or you're having a bad day, just say, I love the rain. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not being punished, I'm being positioned.
Yeah. I love that.
Little things like that, little
right?
trigger phrases like that, just like I'm not being punished, I'm being positioned.
You can't be happy and sad at the same time.
You can't.
If you have gratitude, I don't think you can be sad.
And sometimes I deal with, and you know me for years, and sometimes I deal with like a little bit of depression. I'll tell you right now about depression. It's sometimes depression, you just feel alone. And sadly, when you get depression, you start self-isolating yourself. I do that shit. Yeah. I'll start withdrawing from my social groups. I'll withdrawing from stuff. And then of course you just amplify it. Like, I'm just alone. Nobody wants to be around me. I'm a loser. Yeah. But the biggest thing I started leaning into is like, God was always with me.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'm never alone.
And make sure you just have the.
I'm never alone.
No, never. Nobody is.
No one's ever alone.
And you make sure you have a support group. And a lot of that's environmental. There's a lot of things there, right? How you was raised, what's going on. And everybody has something that triggers on. I mean, goodness gracious, you can go through so much, right? I just had my grandmother. My mom had me when she's 15, and so she struggled, and my grandmother was really the one that really instilled a lot of you can overcome anything. You can do this, you can do that.
I wish I had that when I was a kid, man. I had to who did it for me is my martial arts instructor, Terry.
Okay.
Terry Bryan. When I was like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Because I never got that kind of support from any of them.
I
did get it from my great grandmother, but then she passed away when I was 10.
Yeah. But you got some of that, so right? You got a little bit of that. And then I had a coach that was amazing, Coach Richard Shelby, my high school football coach.
Oh, that's cool.
He said, what you lack in ability, you make up with heart. So he always kind of, so I remember some of those sayings. And then my mom used to say, you just got to get over stuff. Get over it. That's why you hear me say, once you go through something.
You always say that.
I'm like, come on, don't. I said, dude, come on, get over it.
Just get over it.
Get over it.
You were the first to say that. Just get over it.
Get over it. Just get over it.
Pick yourself up. Get over it.
Let's go. I mean, I gotta admit, I don't beat myself up.
That's I wish that's one trait I wish would just if it would rub off on me, man. Just rub off on me a little bit of that. Like just don't beat yourself up.
You know that about me.
I love that.
But it's hard because here's what I gotta be careful of. Because if I say to them he's going through a bad time with somebody, they like, oh, it's easy for you, but
just get over it.
Get over it.
Just get over it. It's like, damn, man.
How do you get over one chick? I say, I don't know, date 3. I mean, I just got a different mindset. Like, I don't know, just find 3 girlfriends and get over it. I don't know. That's probably
extreme.
But people go through this hard. I guess I don't know. And you go through heartaches. Everybody has something, right?
Everybody has something, man.
And so what you're strong at, and you gotta use that as the positive enforcement for people like yourself, like, because I know your strengths and I know some of the things that can get you.
Yeah.
And
lately my biggest thing has been leaning into my faith and also leaning into just this overwhelming attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
I mean, you probably noticed, like I send a lot more text messages out.
Yeah. Gratitude. Yeah.
Yeah. It really helps me because you know what? It just helps me feel good. And I just do it because I want people to know I appreciate it.
Yeah. I think that's a big deal.
It's
Appreciation, gratitude. It goes a long ways. And 2, you may pick somebody needs it for that day. You know, I could use it. It's good. Here's what I've always had.
It's funny I'm going to kind of side step. It's funny you said that. Someone might need that. I was like, so lately I've been in this process of like, I just like, I'll look through my phone and I'll just randomly text 3 or 4 people just saying, I hope you have a great day. And I text someone, she's actually was in Warrior with us, and she says, thank you so much. I really, really needed that today. And it's like,
see, what's that?
Yeah, that's
huge. Beautiful, man. What is that?
That's huge.
And most people do, everybody does it at some point, right?
But again, you don't know what people are going through.
No. You know what?
Because we get on social media and everything looks perfect, right? Everything looks nice. Oh man, dude, look at us working. Hey, we're at the gym working out. Look at the food we're eating. Oh my God, look at the car I drive. Right?
There's more to it.
There's so much more to it.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think, we all have something. Like me personally, I'm good about giving attaboys or that girls, whatever. But I'm not one to, like, somebody compliment me. I'm like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, you're not good at taking.
So there's something there for me. I don't know what that is, but one day I'll figure it out. I'm just not good at taking, like, yeah, whatever. I always give everything away. And two, I always give my power away. What I mean by that is when I'm in certain situations, I give my power to people. I don't have to have the power. I'm like in certain situations, right?
I've learned that over the last year. I've learned that. I've recently, like, my brand is growing a little bit more. So I brought on another coach, and a lot of stuff I normally would have done, I've actually turned over to him.
Yep, that's great.
To do.
Yeah.
And I feel I'm very, very confident and comfortable with it, and I trust it.
That's a big deal.
I trust him. I do.
That's a big deal, right? Trusting people and doing it, and then there's things that something too. There's things that come up, and just remember too in life, and there's always another side.
Always.
How you see one thing, but you don't get to see everything.
Yeah.
You don't understand all what's going on behind the scenes, and then it's. And then sometimes it's not your place to be able to talk about what's going on behind the scenes. That's a whole nother topic that we talk about down the road, because and there's perception.
Yeah.
Right.
And automatically, I think most people's brain are wired, and this is a human being condition. It's called negativity bias. Humans are actually wired for negativity. So when something bad happens, the first thing goes, like, we jump into that victim mindset mode. Why me? Poor pitiful me. Yeah. One of the most powerful questions I started asking myself is when something happens, I start automatically looking for what else could this mean? And I search for 3 positive reasons why this is happening.
Right.
Not the negative, like, well, it's because you suck. No, that's okay.
Or maybe you can learn something if you really
what's the lesson? What's the lesson here?
If you really look at it, and sometimes as individuals, like, if you have 100 people and 50 people or 40 people are saying one thing, then I think we need to take a look at it and just be open to, like, what is going on here, right?
Yeah.
we think we know ourselves, and we see ourselves in one way, but some people see ourselves in a whole completely different way.
That's so true.
So there's a lot of learning there. So anyways, I guess today is you're going to go into the valley,
right?
And you're going to come out of it.
Welcome both. Yeah, I mean, the peaks are great. Everyone loves the peaks.
Yep.
Everyone loves it when you're on top of the world and you're looking down. You can see the miles and stuff like that, and the sun is shining and everything's just amazing.
Groovy,
but then you gotta come down that. You gotta come down that mountain eventually.
Get your group.
That's the most powerful thing. Get your group
And really
pull them together.
Yep. And this is gonna help you.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
All right. Well, until next time. I mean, who knows what's coming up next? I don't even know, right? We'll come up with something. Anyways, you guys have a great day. All right. Appreciate it. You got anything?
No, I'm good.
We're out. See you.